Juan, we know in the NBA that the market changes, right? People go for less than they should, and other people go for more than they should. Juan, we know in the NBA that the market changes, right? People go for less than they should, and other people go for more than they should.
And arguably the best player in the world should go for more than what he should.
Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fires and picked off.
That's on me. Playing under it.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Edwards. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Makes a move.
Oh my
They were
goodness.
playing with fire on that
Suck.
return, and he got loose for a good return
Shifting's
of
fun,
better than
but
30
field.
yards. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
My depth chart is messed up. One second, bro. I think it's messed up. Yeah, my receivers are messed up. What the fuck? Is everybody else correct? Okay, everything else is correct. All right, we're good. You're good. You can pause.
No, I'm not.
Just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a great job in the back end in coverage. They knew coming into today that they were going to be challenged by this group of wide receivers, and they knew they were going to have to be able to run stride for stride with them and make plays. They weren't able to get pressure on that last one, but because of the coverage of the back end, they come away with the pick.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for a lot more on that when instead he's out of bounds at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. He's running free down the middle. The 30, the 20.
And play over the top.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down.
Pass made to play over the top.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted.
Just did not throw that ball far enough.
Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep.
Oh, that's got to be a
And
big.
that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's the end of the first quarter. What's the score? Mississippi State 21, Louisville 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Working the middle, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And an empty backfield here on second and short. Quarterback run is part of
He
the
ran
game
right
plan.
by him.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He snares it in the end zone.
It's because I had the fucking thing set to cover 0. Damn it, man.
This
That's on
quarterback
me.
really does a nice job seeing the
Should've burnt the timeout.
coverage, and when you go empty, you spread
Should've
your
burnt the fucking
defense out,
timeout.
it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass.
Timeout next time.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And another broken tackle. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. A little too anxious.
Snap
on
the
that
ball.
offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. And
It's so bad, bro. I just feel so rusty.
And he's going to score on the interception.
So bad.
Louisville. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Clemson. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Now on the move. Tackle tackled after picking up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
At the 33-yard line. And first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it.
What am I doing, bro? It's open. What am I doing?
Quarterback down at the 44. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12.
Playing like I've never played this game before.
He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it.
Playing like I've never played this game before. Ridiculous.
It's 3rd down, and they've got
Look
to
at
get
wide
it to
open
the
receivers.
33.
Not throwing the ball to him.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
At the 16-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
Mississippi State.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Played underneath on.
Takes
Wow.
it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
21.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Where is he going?
Turns it on in midfield. He's
Like you're in man coverage. Where are you going?
a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
It's like he's running a bubble. What? I just don't.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh my God! Get out of here! Dropped it twice.
The long pass is incomplete.
Dropped the pick twice.
Cardinals are in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Oh, yeah, just push him for the first down. That's okay.
Third down as they've got a first at the 32. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Running back goes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together.
Oh, but that's on me. Good Lord. What? Why is he so open? Like, where is the deep blue? It's just a cover 3 lock. Why is the middle fucking safety having to run all the way over?
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back.
Giving up 3 70-yard touchdowns. Like, what the fuck?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one.
Pass defense played so well last week. 2 weeks ago.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception.
I mean, good for your user getting back there, I guess. 4 fucking picks.
After a solid return on the pick.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon finish.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Direct snap.
What is that? Oh, God. Come on. What is that tackle angle?
The tag. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of
oh my
getting
God,
gassed.
they're so
They didn't
bad.
have
Good
one
juke.
guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
The Cardinals trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28.
Stop throwing fucking stupid picks. I'll be all right. That last one was good by him. QB just cannot throw the ball far enough. It just be cannot put the ball far enough out there.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Gets it out fast.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle with Spencer. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
First and goal. Mississippi State.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
What in the hell? Oh, it's a
Shakes off
reverse.
the defender. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those...
There's 2 of you in that zone. 2 of you.
Tackles with
Like...
aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Oh, Jesus.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. He hurls one deep down the left side.
That's a fucking pick play, bro. Like, oh my God! That's offensive pass interference! He ran a pick play 40 yards downfield.
I foresee some social media posts in his future.
That's got to be the most clear-cut offensive pass interference in history.
Touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he added the extra point.
I've never seen a more clear offensive pass interference. That's insane. The receiver running a corner route runs a fucking pick play on my defensive back who's in man coverage on the street. Like, what the fuck is that?
He'll start the return inside his 5.
I mean, it's just, it's absurd. 5 fucking touchdowns at 70 yards. Jesus Christ. Just make it stop. Just, oh God. It's like week 0 all over again.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack
Good
another
Lord,
drive
like-
on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the
Jesus
Bulldogs
fuck,
will
man.
hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go.
He's 3 feet in front of you. He's 3 feet in front of you. Just throw him the ball.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
3 feet in front of me. Those throws. Oh, God, this game.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball, too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen.
What constitutes pass interference?
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout.
Get the fuck out of here!
Make the connection.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball calls incomplete. Now setting up.
Getting like stressed the fuck out, bro. Like I'm that like real life stressed the fuck out. This shit's annoying.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Game beats him.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield.
Yeah, I can't high pass it to a running back. That's on me.
Forces the incompletion on first down.
Setting him up for a mission he can't succeed.
Running back so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He's got fucking 350 yards passing on 10 completions. Like, good God.
Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone.
Not blocking money. That dude on the edge of the line, he's not going to block.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That just shows how bad the tackle angles are. You didn't even, like, it wasn't like you clicked on and fucked it up either. It was just fucked up. Like,
to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He goes
got
out of bounds on
99
that
fucking
return
hit
right
power,
at the
bro.
20-yard
Hit
line.
him.
Louisville quarterback and the offense coming out ready to attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Bro, I cannot get a jump ball pick to save my life. I mean, we've had like 5 fucking opportunities, got none of them.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point.
We don't have the defensive line get pressure when I run zone, man. Somebody's always open. I'm always open. If I run man coverage, we get fucking just abused out there.
They're bringing heat.
I don't know why he left the pocket. If he stays in the pocket there, he'd have been fine.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down set.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Gotta go
and that's
for
why
it.
it's important offensively. You have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Racing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Oh, I
And
missed
they
him.
get to the quarterback and
Right
knock
on
him
the left
down
side.
back at the 16.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him. Getting him on the
Everything
ground.
on the right
That's the fourth
side.
sack of the
Staying
day.
wide
This
open.
defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
He wants to pass it on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
I mean, he was touching him when the ball was handed off.
And it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the
Oh,
option.
that's on me.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
I love
The
you.
officials offer the
Glad I
deal,
could take
and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Trying play action.
Where is the dude in man coverage on him? He just left him.
Tackle him at the 19.
That dude doesn't have anybody within 25 fucking yards of him, and it's man coverage.
Speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Not exactly
Pisses me
the
off so
ideal
much.
situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not
Oh my God, we can't tackle anybody to save our life. Oh my God.
Just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
He just didn't block it. He just let him go right through the middle of the hole. Show the replay, come on.
First down pass, and it never had a chance.
The game is so ridiculously broken sometimes.
There hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
I mean, he just let him right through the middle of the hole.
I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get
Fucking
the foot
insane,
down
dog.
for
That's
pickup. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a play.
Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the punishment has been extended. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on.
I mean, the quarterback won't fumble the ball, bro. He just will not fumble the ball.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back.
GG.
Next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.